The book that I chose to do my modeling of a Think-Aloud around is the book Wonder, which has just recently been released as a movie. As I look at the cover of this book, I'm wondering, why did the author draw the character on the front like this? Why does the character on the front only have one eye? Why is the character's hair like that? Why is one ear bigger than the other? Maybe as I read the book, I will find out. The chapter that I focused on was First Day Jitters. Okay, so I admit that the first day of school, I was so nervous that the butterflies in my stomach were more like pigeons flying around my insides. Mom and Dad were probably a little nervous too, but they acted all excited for me, taking pictures of me and Via before we left the house, since it was Via's first day of school too. When I look at the title and I see First Day Jitters, it makes me think about when I was going to school. I always got nervous on my first day, and that includes when I started teaching. From a new school year when I was in kindergarten through 12th grade to getting a new class every year, I always had the first day jitters. And the other part that stood out to me in this paragraph that I want to point out is where he said, it felt like butterflies in my stomach, but more like pigeons flying around inside. Now, I've been nervous enough to know what butterflies feel like in my stomach, but I'm imagining, what must pigeons feel like? Up until a few days before, we still weren't sure I would be going to school at all. After my tour of the school, Mom and Dad had reversed sides on whether I should go or not. For the sake of time, I'm going to skip over. We crossed Amfork and turned up Heights Place. Via walked next to me like she usually does, and Mom and Dad were behind us. As soon as we turned the corner, we saw all the kids in front of the school, hundreds of them talking to each other in little groups, laughing or standing with their parents, who were talking with other parents. I kept my head way down. That sounds kind of like how it used to be when I got to school, especially in middle and high school. You had to stand outside until you were let in by the bell, and there was always groups of kids, and I always wondered, which group am I going to be able to stand with? Everyone's just as nervous as you are, said Via in my ear. Just remember that this is everyone's first day of school, okay? I love this quote that I just read. I remember my mom telling my brother and I the same thing on the first days of school every year. Everyone's just as nervous as you are because it's everyone's first day.